fucking down with fluid angle! Oh my god! Who am I?
Ooh. Oh my god!
I know who I am! I am... Oh my god! Stormhawk Boy 13! The storm's now arrived. Hey guys, it's Stormhawk Boy 13 here. And, well, nice, peaceful, quiet summer's evening. Not too hot, not too cool, just perfect. It's about 19, maybe 20 degrees outside today. So yes. So I bet you're wondering, what am I doing? I'm camping. What else do you think I was doing? Oh yeah, I forgot. There's no tent. I'm in a wide open space. But it's peaceful though. No, not much insects fluffing about to annoy me. And the grass is dry. Yes, warm. Can't ask for anything better. So yeah. So, I mean, I have to camp near where cars are, but should generally be okay. So, that's not going to bother me. So, today's weather vlog is camping weather. And thank you very much for the request. And tomorrow's video, well, tomorrow's filming video, I'm going to try and get this uploaded tonight. It's not going to be a weather vlogging one, it's going to be the Extreme UK Weather Event. It's been mentioned a lot frequently after the hottest June day in 40 years. It's not going to be the latest heat wave we've had, at least not yet, unless you want me to. But the main topic that I'm going to mention, hopefully tomorrow, will be the 1976 heat wave. Yeah, the hottest and longest summer in UK history. So that's for tomorrow's plan. So basically, about camping weather. Now, I know a little, even though I mainly have good knowledge on the weather, I don't know huge amounts about camping. Yes, I've been to DV camp a couple of times for the last few years. I'm going to show you a brief video of what it was like to camp outside in a thunderstorm. Roll that clip. Whoa!
Careful, did you see any lightning?
I caught it on camera. Whoa. I'm so pleased I've recorded it. Yeah, okay. We didn't really get much rain. That's all. In fact, we only just had a few drops and that was it. The rain dodged us. But you can tell on this very hot and record-breakingly humid July day 2 years ago, thunderstorms can never be so far away. I mean, we did actually had a thunderstorm back in 2012 when I was at DV camp, but I didn't have my camera back then, so I wasn't able to film anything. But yes, that's what our weather is like. And but it's cool though, because you remember past experiences of camping weather, and generally when you camp in the summer, it's either going to be wet to hot, or dry and warm. So yes, so let's imagine. So if you want to camp outside in the UK, you have to be prepared for all sorts of weather. I mean, like, generally, ideally, if you were camping for around April to April to October will be the most ideally time to go camping, DV camping, I would say. Because for UK wise, I'm not talking about other countries, but I'm just saying this for England. Like by mid-October to early April, it's not the best time to go camping because you're more likely to see rain. On high pressure areas, you're most likely to get frosty nights, and that's quite a risk as well because you could potentially get hypothermia even if you were wrapped up in the tent, unless you have some extra equipment, you know, like heaters and stuff like that. So best not to go camping in these conditions. And plus, as well as that, and when you're camping out in the grass, you're likely to be quite muddy as well, depending what service you're in and what area you're in. But yes, you're most likely to get rain as well, and it's not very pleasant, and yeah, it's muddy, like Glastonbury. And as well as that, ice and snow is never fun for camping when you go camping, unless for some people who love to do daring camps, and hey, that's cool. But no, don't do camping out in these sort of months from, let's say, mid to late October to beginning of April. It's never really great. There is, I mean, even though there may be some dry days, you may be lucky if you did go there and you were having lucky weather, but most of the time you won't be. That's all I'm just saying. So ideally, yes, from mid-April to mid-October is the best of times to go camping in this UK weather. I'm not saying it'll be perfect, but it's slightly better. We do get more drier weather at times. Maybe, as we know, camping in hot days is never pretty. I mean, I was camping out in a 33-degree heat wave 2 years ago, but I've managed. Not everyone can, so that just goes to prove you should always check the weather before your plans if you are going to go camping or DV camping. But yes, now I'm speaking, there's a wasp near me, is what it's gone now. So what else was I going to say? So also as well, if you're like setting up a tent, you can't really set your tent up very well if it was pouring it down with rain. Basically, as well as setting up the tent, you've got to like find a good firm place to set it up. Maybe put it like, and don't place your tent right next to a tree, because what if a tree could collapse and yeah, you're in there. That's not very great, and especially if there was severe weather. Make sure your tent is well structured as well, in case if we did get any extreme hail weather, you know, we could get like some hail, torrential rain, lightning as well. I mean, I'm not trying to scare you guys, but lightning can even strike a tent. So I wouldn't stay in a tent if you were in a severe thunderstorm. Best place if you were going to be staying, if you were finding shelter where you're camping and there was like a rest place, like restrooms and stuff like that, you should go there instead of in a tent. You're more likely to stay safe there, as lightning won't strike directly at the building below, whilst at tents you're more likely at risk. So I'm just saying. So yes, that's, but mainly, and also the wind as well can be challenging. Don't put your tent up, don't try and set your tent up when it's like gale force winds outside. It'll take an hour at least to get it all set up, maybe 2, based on these conditions. So basically you need like a good calm day to get your tent set up, and a quite dry day as well, because even on a wet grass it's never that easy to get the you know, because it can be quite wet as well. I mean, I'm not entirely sure, I'm not a huge expert on camping, but basically you wouldn't want the grass to be too wet or the ground to be too wet, otherwise you'll be able to slip more easily where you were carrying the stuff. Putting those tents in those positions where it could be quite muddy. So yes, that's the weather you definitely want to avoid when you go camping sometimes with the extreme weather conditions, even if you can't help it sometimes. It's just the way life goes with weather when you go camping. So yeah, that's what I've got to mention about. So I'm going to come back with me, and I'm going to mention something about what it's like to camp near a lake or a mountain or something. So I think that's what one of my requests said. So let's go there, and I can finally get up now. I was just really getting the hang of this camping spots. I wish I brought my laptop with me. I could have done it out there. Ugh. So come back with me, and I'll get up eventually when I feel like it. Usually if we were camping there, you get packed by a herd of cows. But today, no cows to be seen. I think you may have saw the cows from another video earlier in the year. But it's also oh, there they are. They just didn't see them. They were on the other side. But also, interesting, smoke. Must be a bonfire if you can see clearly. Okay, so we're back home now. So what we're going to look at now is, from your request, which you said do a weather vlog with like a camping like near a forest or near a lake. Well, first we're going to look at camping in the forest. This is a website, by the way, so I'll put a link on there. So it says, now I've never looked at this before, so I don't know what it's going to say. So it says, our story. Breaking off from the usual mould of camping. Camping in the forest stems from an ambition of the Camping and Caravaning Club to find an exciting outlet for its broader ideas. In 2006, we joined up with the Forestry Commission, whose aim was to allow the public to stay in its forests overnight. So as a result, 4 of the UK's ancient forests became even more accessible. The public could enjoy them on holiday destinations, and camping has an exciting new addition. Now, with 16 campsites to its name, well, I don't know where this has been taken up, but Camping Forest aims to deliver as much value to the camping community as possible, bringing to the table a unique set of campsites, a roaring enthusiasm, and an expertise to match it. We aim to do as much justice to camping and the outdoors as they both rightly deserve. Let's have a look at the video. I have no idea what it's going to be like. So I'm just turning it up.
Wants to get away, but camping in the forest offers the real away, providing unrivaled access to national forests throughout the country. Immersed in the forest, nestling amongst ancient woodland and surrounded by wildlife, you'll be able to leave the stress of modern life behind and reconnect with nature and each other. Camping in the forest offers 16 idyllic campsites on unspoilt Forestry Commission woodlands. Choose from Snowdonia, the Scottish Highlands, the Forest of Dean, and the beautiful New Forest, where there are 10 camping in the forest sites. From the moment you pitch up, you'll be immersed in nature. Take off in any direction to explore the outdoor activities and adventure the forest has to offer. Or simply sit back and enjoy the peace and tranquility. Each campsite is unique, meaning you can tailor your trip to truly make it your own. Choose a back-to-basics experience, or enjoy some creature comforts at a site with full facilities. However you choose to spend your trip, you'll love the magical experience of being close to nature. Book your pitch and discover a place called away today.
Great video. So our vision for camping. Apart from forests, our campsites provide unrevealed access to the forest. With a focus on no boundaries, you can take off in any direction to explore them. Whilst not a major change to the usual take on camping, no boundaries, this means you're truly amongst the forest before even leaving your tent, and that's the key to our vision. So camping offers a refreshing getaway because it's back to basics, worry-free, just relaxation and an appreciation of the outdoors. It's a rewarding, simple, albeit short-lived lifestyle. And to harness that, the more we're part of the surroundings, the better complete immersion in the forest offers the perfect way to achieve just that. So the result is a memorial camping experience for holidayers gifted by nature. So it's for everyone. We think that everyone should try camping, and not just because we love it. It builds up a love and appreciation of the outdoors. It gets us fit and it disconnects us from technology and everything else that's become a part of daily life. So everyone can benefit from camping holiday. Very day try it. Therein lays one of our aims to encourage more people to try camping. So make camping accessible with a whole host of camping expertise and partnerships. We aim to inform new campers as much as possible things like gear, setting up your tent, camping tips and more. By improving knowledge, offering advice where possible and providing a range of attractive sites with the right facilities, we can do our bit to make camping accessible to everyone. So we don't want to stop there though. All types of campers can find useful information, guides, interesting and sometimes humorous articles and takes on camping and even more information on the areas and forests we operate in. So if you're camping near a lake, This is near Lake District, so this is the best result there is. There's no video on this one. The Lake District, this is small writing, so I'll have to put this closer. It's a stunningly beautiful region of mountains, forest. You know what? I'm just gonna look at the camera facing me reading it. So Lake District is a stunningly beautiful region of mountains, forests, and lakes, and a magnet for outdoor enthusiasts, thanks to the fantastic scenery and wide range of landscapes. So don't miss Stirring Water, Cobb Mill, Scaffold Pike, Hoyneston Estate Mine. This is in Lake District, by the way. Sightseeing. If you're camping in the lakes, you should, of course, take a look at some of the famous lakes. Lake Windermere is the largest lake in England and is a popular place to enjoy a boat cruise. The Ulsterwater steamers run tours of beautiful Ulsterwater Lake, and you can hop on and off and find a good spot to enjoy lunch. You can also take boat trips on Duard Water. This lake is a real favourite with visitors, and there are breathtaking views here. You can hire a boat on any of the largest lakes if you like to row or drive yourself. Here are some more interesting Lake District facts. The poet William Wordsworth was born and lived in this region. You can visit his family home, Rudyard Mount, which provides fascinating insight into his life and work. Nearby, the lovely little town of Grasmere contains the excellent Wordsworth Museum. Literacy lovers will also wish to visit Beatrix Potter's farmhouse at Hilltop to see where she was inspired to write her world-famous tales. The Castlereagh Stone Circle on the High Street, Roman Road, are other fascinating landmarks in the area too. The bustling market town of Castlereagh has good shops, restaurants and pubs, and 2 weekly markets. The busy and pretty town of Ambleside has no shortage of things to do. There are some fantastic little villages throughout the lakes, offering cosy pubs backed by stunning scenery. Highlights include the village of Cossington and the village of Cobb Mill, home to the lovely Cobb Mill Primary. City activities. Billed as the adventure capital of the UK, the Lake District is a haven for outdoor enthusiasts. There are a huge number of walking and hiking routes to be enjoyed in the park, and top of the list for most hikers is conquering Scaffold Pike, the highest peak in England. All types of cycling are popular here, from albling through country lanes to hardcore mountain biking. The Forest of Winnipeg offers a number of excellent walks and a fantastic environment for mountain biking. Hill hiking, walking in Lake District is superb, with many walks and climbs to choose from. The Great Langdales, where you can tackle some of the most well-known hikes, such as the Langdale Pikes or the Criggill Craigs and Burwell. Buttermere and Crummer Water are overlooked by striking fells, and the Hoyneston Pass, where you can find the last working slate mines. Haveler versus Stirling Edge and the Newlands Valley are other popular routes. Other places include Rufflig Vale, Helm Craig, Skidrow, and the Old Man of Coniston. The lakes are a real draw of adventure activities such as climbing, craving, canoeing, and abseiling. You can even try canoeing and river scrambling, which involves working your way through river gorges, crossing rock faces, sliding down waterfalls, jumping across boulders, and plunging into pools. Awesome. And don't forget the water sports. You can sail, canoe, kayak, windsurf, and wakeboard to your heart's content on the region's many lakes and rivers. So definitely some family days out. The world of Beatrix Potter will enchant Peter Rabbit fans. Also definitely worth visit is Hilltop in Hawkshead. Beatrix Potter's cottage is now run by a natural trust and is still filled with all of her favourite things. If you love animals, the Lake District Wildlife Park, you can see over 100 species of including zebras, lemurs, meerkats, birds of prey, and cute little pigs. Treetop Trek in Buckle and Go Ape in Woodney offer high ropes courses and sibwise among the trees, which your little monkeys are bound to enjoy. Both older kids and adults will enjoy an underground tour of the Hoyneston Estate Mine. A big attraction here is the Fear Ferret, which allows you to rope up and traverse the rock fares of the mine, following the original miner's route for truly breathtaking views. Thanks to the setting, the drive up to the mine is also a real thrill. The Unusual Pencil Museum is a surprise hit. Home to the world's largest colouring pencil and the world's first ever pencil, there are lots of activities for children here. Another unique attraction is the Puzzling Place, which contains all kinds of puzzles, illusions, and even an anti-gravity room. So Muncaster Castle makes for a great day trip and also houses in its grounds into the excellent world of World Owl Centre. There's something here for everyone. There you go. This is the last one. This is a long vlog, this is. Now, as we know when you go camping, I just mentioned this earlier in the video, but, so this is me, I'm going to point this out to you. Camping trips, by the way, I'm going to put all of these links onto this video, from into this description below, so you can be able to view them when you see it. So, camping trips aren't limited to sunny days of summer anymore. With advancements in gear, clothing, weather forecasting, it's easy and to get outside in all kinds of weather. In fact, camping has become a year-round activity. You can try and plan your trips around good camping weather, but you should always think like the Boy Scouts and be prepared for anything. So here's one reason: anticipate dramatic changes. The The planet's climate is changing. Spring arrives early. This is an American side, by the way, but still, it's still fairly relevant. Storms are more frequent and powerful. Summers are hotter, and winter is getting colder. That's why it's important to anticipate the impact these dramatic changes can have on your next trip. Obviously, you can't control the weather, but you can adapt to it. So get weather forecasts if you're going camping. Unusual or extreme weather can be unpleasant if you're not ready for it. Unlike a gentle summer shower, a powerful thunderstorm can take all the fun out of things. Same goes for starting out in calm, 90-degree heat down and valley and finding 5 feet of snow and driving winds such as 7,000 foot elevation campgrounds. Next up, inclement camping weather. If it's not clear skies, a light breeze and 73 degrees with 50% humidity, then it must be inclement weather, right? Nothing that unusual. Here's that still of all kinds of natural occurrences, so there we go. So rain and floods. These are perhaps the most underestimated dangers to campers. A downpour 5 miles away may appear to have no effect on where you live until thousands of gallons of untamed water come rushing down that dry riverbeds and catches you unprepared. Even if you're on high ground, what about the dusty old road you drove in on? It could be days before help can reach you. And you even think about driving your rig across a shallow stream, it only takes 18 to 24 inches of water to flood the average vehicle, and once you start bobbing, your steering wheel is useless. Trying to cross on foot is even more dangerous, as moving water is incredibly powerful. It's best to stay on high ground till the water subsides. Winds are powerful. Well, winds are disruptive as well. Contrary to what you might expect, hiking or camping in forests offers very little protection against high winds, especially upper elevations where trees are likely to have shallow roots. These trees can blow over easily and fill the air with flying debris and branches. If high winds descend upon you, seek shelter in a heavy solid structure, a large staple rock formation or a cave. Out on flat lands without ground cover, blowing dirt and gravel pose serious hazards, so find shelter. Lightning. While lightning can be awesome to watch from a distance, you don't want to guess where it might hit to minimise your risk. Don't be the tallest object around. If you're in an open field, get as low as you can, but don't lie flat on the ground. Instead, squat down on the balls of your feet. The area is to be as small as possible and have as little contact with the ground as you can. If you're carrying a backpack, get rid of it. It doesn't attract lightning, but dropping the extra weight means you can get to shelter faster. Don't be near the tallest object around, such as a solitary tree. Lightning is attracted to the thing closest to it, and seeking shelter at the base of large trees often will cause people to get struck. There are no reliable warning signs when lightning is about to strike. Don't depend on your hair standing on end to clue you in. If your hair does stand up, take steps and protect yourself. Get inside your RV or motor vehicle if you can, on a solid wooden structure. Avoid tents and stay away from metal awnings that shelter picnic tables. There's no safe distance from a thunderstorm. Lightning has been known to travel miles before striking the ground. If you can see it, you should take shelter. Follow the 30-30 rule. If you see a flash and thunder reaches you in 30 seconds or less, get under shelter and wait 30 minutes after the last lightning and thunder before resuming your activities. Tornadoes as well, finally. Not quite, but twisters are unlimited to Kansas, Oklahoma, Texas. They've been reported in every state in the United States and can occur any time, day or night. Just because they're rare in mountainous regions doesn't mean they can't happen. If you happen upon a tornado while travelling from a campground, it may be possible to drive away from road conditions permit you and can reach 60 miles per hour when tornadoes can reach 200 miles per hour. A twister rarely moves faster than 60 miles per hour. You can drive at the right angles to the direction the tornado is travelling and likely to avoid danger by getting out of its way. Just beware it can change its direction quickly. If you can't get away, abandon your vehicle and seek the best shelter you can find. Most injuries and deaths are due to flying debris, so your best bet is to get low and out of the wind and find something to hang on to. You may think a three-ton SUV is good protection, but a tornado can pick it up or roll it easily until it's a mashed up mess. Finally, don't seek shelter under an overpass. It acts like a wind tunnel, can actually increase the wind speed. So for hot camping weather, so weather clothing, your body cools off in warm weather climates through sweating. So be sure your wardrobe includes light coloured fabrics that reflect the sun rays away and that can fend off precipitation. Polyester and nylon work well and dry quickly, and a hat, not a facial, an absolute must to keep your noggin from overheating. So the hot weather gear as well. As we know, if your tent is camping, it'll be hot and stuffy in the warm rooms. Remove the rain fly from the roof to help cool off. Or sleep outdoors on a sleeping pad. Of course, you might have to slat on the DEET spray to keep rainless bugs at bay while you sleep. Finally, use 2 ice coolers, one for drinks and one for food. The ice in the food chest will last longer than the drink chest, which will be opened more frequently by thirsty campers. Make sure you stay hydrated. As long as you sweat, you're losing water, and you learned biology, the human body needs plenty of hydrogen to function properly, so make sure you have lots of fluids on hand. And no, beer, wine, no alcoholic beverages don't count when it comes to hydrogen. Find shade. If you can, park your RV or pitch your tent in a shady area to keep out of the sun. If you can't find a shade, create your own by tapping a hot top between some trees. Also be sure to apply plenty of waterproof sunscreen or lip balm that's at least 30 SPF 30. So for cold camping weather, in colder regions or where sudden weather changes can cause temperatures to plunge, you have to prepare for big fluctuations. Many mountain campgrounds can still have snow on the ground in June. So for cold weather clothing, if you're not heading north of the Arctic Circle, you really just need the bases, which includes long sleeve shirts, long pants, a hooded sweatshirt, parka jacket, warm socks, gloves or mittens, and a beanie. Avoid cotton materials as they trap and hold moisture close to the body, reducing any inserting value. Undergarments of polyethylene are ideal for wicking away dampness, while overgarments should be made of wool. If you eat layer, it's easy to adjust the comfort level as temperatures change. So for cold weather again, instead of sweltering inside a super warm sleeping bag, add an extra blanket on top of your standard duty bag instead. Be sure to shelter your food and water from cold temperatures as well. Sleep with your water bottle inside your sleeping bag to avoid disappointments of frozen water when all you want is a cup of hot coffee in the morning. So the bottom line, your best bet is to plan ahead for all kinds of camping weather. That's it. Plenty of information there. I'm not going to go through that again. So that is it for this video. Weather vlog done. Camping weather thing is done. It's going to be a lot of editing tonight. Tomorrow's video, what we're going to plan tomorrow is going to do an Extreme UK weather event of the 1976 heatwave. So lots to mention about. Hopefully I may have more plans for the rest of the week. So if you want me to do any more Extreme UK weather events for the rest of the week ahead, comment below. Any more weather vlogging episodes for the rest of the week ahead, comment below. If you want me to do any global weather forecasting for the week ahead as well, the rest of the week, comment below. So that's it. I'll talk more next video. Storm's now out.